Can we really ascend the zombies and create a truly spectacular meme deck? Let's immediately dive in. Today we're going to be playing a zombie control, aggro, tempo, early game, late game deck. What? And it's all going to be facilitated by Irina. If you have a quick look at the mana curve, you're going to see that we're going to be playing a lot of early game cards, and in order to maintain the ability to play those combos, I paired up the Ascended God power of Irina that's going to help us continuously draw cards, and obviously the amazing power and early game prowess of the zombies. This deck is going to be very good against some aggro matchups, like the Zoo War matchups, and maybe even the Death Dragons that are dominating the meta right now, so let's immediately try it out and see how it's going to perform. We're playing against the Death Domain, and our Ascended Zombies are going to have a field day in this matchup, because we're going to be healing up all of the damage that they do if they decide to play the game. Hello friend, there we go. I think I'm just going to start with Irina here to immediately change my God power, and that's going to be it. If my opponent goes face, yep, that makes my life so easy, because I can immediately play the Cursed Obelisks here to summon 2 zombies instead of 1. And the onslaught begins. My opponent is just going to continue going face, but we don't really mind that. I have a Blight Bomb, and that's going to make my life so easy. I can even throw another Lich creature down on the board. Let me trade that. And then, in all honesty, I am going to attack my opponent directly, and then get rid of you, this dragon. We are maintaining a very healthy board. My opponent is going to play an Empire Reborn to summon 2 of those, but again, I am not really that worried here. We're just going to get a bit more dread in our deck, but it's not the end of the world. Let me just trade this. Then I think I can go face, obviously. Or you know what, I can even trade another one of those. Why not? Since I can then go face and follow up with the Demonic Offerings here. That is going to immediately summon 2 more creatures for me, who are also nethers right now. And you know what, I can even use the extra mana to draw another card. We have a very full board. And we're threatening to actually win the game on the next turn with Corpse Explosion. Since these guys are now nethers, right? Bad luck for my opponent, that doesn't really... Oh, they're going to heal up for 2. Maybe they can survive another turn now. Yeah, we can't win the game yet, sadly. My opponent is even going to play a Blight Bomb. Okay, that's actually smart. They're even going to play another dragon, wow. A lot of stuff on the board. Luckily, I get another Cursed Obelisks here. I think I'm going to play that immediately. Let me actually... go face, I think. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I can actually trade this as well. Yeah. Let me do that instead. I'm not going to go face. I'm just going to trade those zombies. And then I'm going to follow up with a Necroscepter. And we're going to summon 3 more creatures now. I think, guys, that we're going to win this game. That's a dragon. That's a Spirit Storm. But I think this game is now officially ours. Yep. Guys, just like that, I am going to attack my opponent directly. And we're going to have exactly lethal, I think. As soon as I play Corpse Explosion. Because this creature is now a nether. And boom, we're going to deal exactly 15 more damage, and this game is ours. This Ascended zombie deck actually worked here. Don't forget to drop a like right now. This time we're playing against the Nature Domain. Let me just start with Irina immediately. We have a Necroscepter as well, and hopefully I'm going to start playing that very early. That's an Animal Bond for my opponent. That's okay. So let me immediately attack with Irina, and then I am going to indeed play my Necroscepter to start generating those zombie values. I have also included this card in my deck to try to force our opponents to overdraw. Crawling Madness, that's going to be very, very strong, since it can clear the board. Yep, my opponent is going to end up with a couple of ants, which means that I'm going to start with my God power here. Oh, a Wicked Face, so good. And then I'm just going to end my turn. My opponent is going to follow up with a Dread Deer, and that's going to immediately destroy my board and also my relic. Oh, but he didn't realize that I could have gotten that from the Sanctum, in which case I think I'm just going to play... I'm going to start with my God power actually. We have bad luck, let me play that, and yeah, that's going to be it. My opponent is very lucky that this is in the Sanctum now. Let's see if they realize that, yep, they do. So there goes my relic, but again, not the end of the world. I can start with my God power again, and then I can even play the Burrowing Scarab and play Sweet Surrender after I trade this to force my opponent to overdraw a little bit. This is not the best play that we could have made, but I still want to get some meme value in this game, so let me just end my turn afterwards. My opponent is going to burn that which feeds us, which is probably one of their win conditions, so I am very, very happy about that. That's a Zahir! Wow. And the Path of Nature, okay, so Zahir is going to be in the void now. But can we force my opponent to overdraw again? If I use my God power here? Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, let me just do that immediately. We have the Overseer of Vitality as well. Let me just play the Wicked Fate, and then I'm going to follow up with Mark of Death to make sure that we summon... Oh wait, and you know what? I will get kind of lucky here, since I can change the cards of the Sanctum into Avraxus. Now all of my creatures are also going to summon zombies. Okay, so this is going to be a very fun match. We keep burning cards for my opponent. They're going to start with Target Power and then Regression. Okay, so my creatures are now going to be a little worthless. Wait, that's an Anubian actually. That's a Nether, that's okay. Zahir is coming back for my opponent. Oh, and a very strong Dread Deer. Okay, how did that end up being like that? Yes, I guess that I can start with Perseverance in all honesty. Or Mythic Power. Yeah, let me use that. Oh, Kyra! You know what? I think I'm going to play Kyra here. And then I'm going to follow up with you. And that's going to immediately destroy that creature for my opponent. And Zahir is coming back, but not the end of the world. I mean, as long as we keep dealing damage to my opponent, we're going to be so very happy. Oh, okay, that's wrong. But we get a zombie back, which means that Kyra is still going to survive another turn. And I think that I can play Anemon here, in all honesty, and clear both of those creatures. Let's clear... Actually, let me clear Zahir first, because that is then going to come back as soon as I destroy Shredder. Wow, Kyra is giving us so much value. Oh wait, did Zahir not come back? Wait, why did Zahir not come back here? What? That's a very weird interaction. That should have come back. That's confusing, but regardless, let me also just use my God Power here to again force my opponent to overdraw on the next turn. Are we also going to overdraw? No, okay. I think that's going to be it, yep. Why did Zahir not come back though? I have no idea. Is that potentially a bug? That's another Brass Boar for my opponent. We'll take that. And Regression again, but that's still okay because that is going to be... Oh, what? A Cursed Obelisk. Okay, that's very unlucky. Zahir is coming back now. That is going to survive, that's cool. Do I just play the Overseer of Vitality here? I think I will. Yeah, we have very decent value now on the board. Let me just go face. I can even trade this now that I think about it, yeah. Let me just trade that so that we summon a couple more zombies. And guys, we're doing really okay. Oh, that is going to hurt us now though. There goes my board. My opponent had an Ember Oni. They're going to heal up very, very much. Okay, how do we start? I am obviously going face, right? Then we really need to make sure that this creature goes down. And I have the Blight Bomb to do that. So let me start with Perseverance. Yeah, even though we're going to heal up my opponent for 3 damage, I still think that this is the play. Then I will follow up with a Blight Bomb. Zahir is coming back. And I think that I can even play Avraxus here. And we deal 5 more damage to my opponent now. Let's see. Yep, they're even going to take 5 more damage. Guys, it's looking good. My opponent is at 7 mana. Let's see what they can play now. If they play another Ember Oni, we're going to be a little sad. Okay, they're going to trade this. Winter's Bounty, we don't really mind that, in all honesty, because we're going to maintain the board. Let me just go face here, obviously. Then I can play this to summon a couple more Nethers, and I can even play another Avraxus. My opponent is going to take 5 more damage, we'll take that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. It's starting to be a little scary now, since my opponent managed to make it to the late game. But we have taken away one of their win conditions, that's a Vasekyle, okay. Oh, Valkas' Discovery is going to be so good. We're going to lose 4 creatures now. And another Brass Boar, not the end of the world. My opponent is even going to draw another card. They are down to 6 creatures. Zahir, I keep forgetting about you. Here's my Corpse Explosion, that's going to be very, very useful in a little bit. So let me just play Perseverance to immediately destroy Zahir. Then I am obviously dealing 3 damage to my opponent. And I think I'm going to wait another turn. So let me just play the Hoplite from the Sanctum. Along with you, why not? Let's also play Avraxus. Oh, and we can replace those cards with more Avraxus, okay. That's very, very cool. That's another Ember Oni. Yep, I was kind of afraid of that. There goes my board, and my opponent is back at basically full health. It's a tricky one. The Gleam Weaver, we don't really care about that. Honestly, I kind of like the fact that my opponent played that. Since I can play Bad Luck and Blight Bomb, I think this is the play. Let me do that immediately. Then I think I'm going to get the Swashbuckler. I am going to play the Cursed Obelisk and deal 1 damage to my opponent, which is going to mean that we get 2 zombies now, and I can even use my God Power. I should have done them in a different order, but still, not the end of the world. My opponent is going to continue healing up with Vasekyle now. And Swallow Hole, wow. So basically there goes my board. Okay, I'm going to keep Sweet Surrender, because we're going to need that in a little bit, since my opponent is going to play a very strong creature with Swallow Hole. So let me just play the Burrowing Scarab. Then I can play that. Actually, let me use my God Power first. Another Cursed Obelisk, that's going to be very, very useful in a little bit. Let me just force my opponent to draw another couple of cards. And basically, guys, we are running... Oh, they're going to overdraw! That's perfect. We just destroyed their win condition. I have just 1 card left. Let me even play Avraxus. Let's give 9 favor to my opponent and deal 3 more damage to their face. We're going to take 5 as well, that was a bit unlucky. It's getting really interesting. Can we realistically win this? My opponent is going to continue healing up. Just stop healing up, man. Oh, that's very scary. That's a 23-23 creature. Can we break the ward somehow? Oh god. Can we somehow break the ward from that creature? Oh my god, I think we're losing the game. I have no more cards. The cards in the Sanctum don't really help me here. Oh no. If we had a way to get frenzied, maybe we could have won the game here, since I have Corpse Explosion. Oh my god, I want to play Outnumber the Living and then follow up with Corpse Explosion, but it's not going to be enough, sadly. Cool, I guess let me start by playing Sweet Surrender. That's going to heal myself up for a little bit. Then I can play the Cursed Obelisks, follow up with a Mark of Death, I guess. Is that ever enough? Yeah, I think. Or I can even heal up for 3 and pray that my opponent is going to miss. Please miss. Please miss. Please don't go with my face. We're still losing the game, but I mean, oh my god. Yep. Just like that, we lose the game. But it was a great game, right? It was really good. This meme deck is very fun, it has potential. Today's deck is really fun. I guess a small change that I would make is to replace Mass Raise with a card like Brimstone, for example, to make sure that we can get Frenzied much easier since we have a lot of synergy with a Frenzied keyword. Today I just wanted to keep it quick, show you a couple of matches with mostly meme decks since the meta is now kind of stale. Everyone is playing either Dead Dragons or some variation of Arandion decks. Nature has a small resurgence, but basically I think that's it. The other domains are a bit lacking right now until we wait for the new set to stabilize. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about today's video. Are there any cool meme deck ideas that you want me to try out? Let me know. I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy!